Everybody in the club, hey, hey, can you hear me? Alrighty, everyone. Can you see my whole hair? Yes, you can. Alright, so, hello everyone. Today we are going to be doing seriously, this has probably been one of the most asked things. I'm sorry it's taken me 5 years to get it back to you, but my hair has kept getting shorter. We are doing a hair tutorial today. Today we're not going to be doing extreme pin curlers like Shirley Temple style because my hair keeps getting shorter, which I love. However, pin rolling keeps changing depending on my hair length. So I will for sure do a pin hair roll pageant tutorial for all my pageant girls out there because it is our bread and butter. But today we're going to be doing basically a wave. It's still going to be curly, but it's going to be a wave. And it's going to be for my short hair girls out there who we still want to be cute and pageanty, or maybe not that pageanty, but we still want to be cute, but we don't want to totally pin curl our hair. So that's what today is. So let us begin. So the very first tip that I have is I just blew dry my hair today, but what I did was I blew it dry in the opposite direction of my part and then I actually pinned it for roughly, it's probably been pinned this way, which is not how my hair parts. I part it right here, but I pin it facing the opposite direction. That way, whenever I curl it backwards, it has that natural volume when I push it back this way, which is one of my favorite things and also allows me to not have to put so much product on it. But in styling it and in blow drying it, I want to show y'all one of my favorite products ever. This is the Davines All-in-One Milk. It's the best thing ever. I'll put it down below so you guys can see it, but I got it from Crown Beauty Bar only a few weeks ago, but I have seriously been using it morning, noon, and night. It's my favorite thing ever. It's a kind of like a leave-in conditioner, and it helps me feel like I'm protecting my hair, and then it's keeping it safe, but I also feel so much more glossy, which I need because sometimes my hair feels fried. Furthermore, let's begin on the rolling. We're going to be taking this Ecotools. This is actually the travel size brush, but for me it's so much easier to kind of control and tease my hair whenever I'm rolling it back. So that's why we're using this guy, and we're also going to be using this hair shield from Davines as well. I got it from Crown Beauty Bar, and this is what I like to spray all over my hair and then brushing it out, kind of have a heat protectant. That way I want to keep my hair as healthy as possible while also curling it as much as possible. So let's begin. Alright, so now we're going to be taking, so I have mostly bobby pins, but I have probably like 5 of these guys, which are great clips. You can probably find them literally anywhere at a Sally's, and I found these at Walmart as well. So they're super great, and they don't crease my hair. Now, I use the bobby pins for the smaller sections of my hair, and what we're going to do is I'm going to do my bangs first, and then we're going to do the underneath layer, and then on top. Walking you through it. Pulling our bangs first, and I'm going to take probably like an inch section of it, and as you can see there's a little bit of volume over that way already because I dried it. Pulling it on the other side, but we're going to be rolling our bangs backwards with the part. So my part changes every hour and it really depends on what it's feeling in that moment, so I think we're going to just let it go right there. And we're going to do our bangs. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to lift it up and do the bottom half. And so we'll do the bangs first, and then I'll show you do the under. Oh, I need to tell you what size barrel I'm using. This is our barrel. It's from Hot Shot Tools. Hot Shot Tools. I want to say this is maybe an inch. Honestly, maybe even an 1.5 inch barrel. But it's a lot bigger than the ones that I used to use when I had smaller hair because when I used to have longer hair, because with this and with shorter hair, if I use a smaller barrel, then I get into Shirley Temple land, which is not the goal for today. Furthermore, carrying on. And we're done. Just kidding. So, continuing on. Okay, so tips on that part, we're going to be rolling away from our face, especially right here, that way it's not curling in. And now we're going to be taking it from our ears, if you just want to, we're just going to go for the bottom half of our head pretty much. Now for me, for some reason, the texture of my hair, at the bottom half of my hair does not curl for the life of me. I think it hates me. So we're going to be curling these first into smaller sections and rolling them with small bobby pins because for some reason it's the only way that they... Now sometimes I like to alternate between curling it outwards and inwards on both sides, but since we're only doing a light wave, not a really tight curl, I'm going to keep it all going the same direction, and I'll show you what that means kind of when we're doing it. But let me talk you through the first piece first. So I'm grabbing a section, I'm gonna brush that through, and I'm actually going to take this brush and kind of tease that root a little bit, just so it has a little bit of volume. Taking this guy towards the top, we're going to curl it up. Now, sometimes I like to leave that end like not curl it, but for right now, and since it's the bottom of my part, my hair, we're going to. But after we release it, to re-curl it, I'm gonna take my right hand and kind of put my finger there and wrap it around my finger and leaving the end out, like that little end out of it. And then taking my bobby pin and placing it in there. Now we're leaving that last inch out because if we do not, then it will be Shirley Temple curls and real pin curls, which today we're just doing a small wave. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other one, and then on the other side, we're going to reverse it around. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, next part of our hair, we're not going to actually pin it all. Now I'll show you what it means by that. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna kind of alternate with it. Since this isn't an exact pin curl, we're going to be curling a section, holding it with this one clip, curl the next one, and take that out. So that way it's not going to have that super tight curl, but it's gonna have that wave to it, and I'll show you what I mean. Taking this top section first of my hair, golly, I didn't realize that was so difficult. Taking it, now again, we're gonna be teasing at the top, at the root. That's why I love this brush, because the bristles and how small it is lets me do that. Again, take it from the root and away from the face, especially this top part, regardless of if it's a pin curl or not. I always like to do the very top crown of my head away from my face. That way the volume is still there. Ah! There we go. Taking this, wrapping it around, and then we are going to clip it in. Ha! All right. Now we're going to be doing these in 1-inch sections around my head, so kind of smaller than usual, but since we're using a big curling iron, that's kind of the purpose. That way it'll be more of a wave rather than a tight pin curl. So again, after curling it, we're going to release it, wrap it around our finger, leave probably this last inch out, and actually I'm going to bobby pin this real quick just because I want that to dry, or not to dry, but to warm up. And we're going to clip it in, leaving that little bit out because we want this to be more of a wave rather than a pin curl. And you're just going to do that all around your head. now this is the very last piece that we're doing. So after a whole round, basically, of making one curl and taking out the pin of another, we're gonna be done. And then with this very last curl, we're probably gonna wait just only about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna take it all down. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, so after a whole round of slowly taking out curls and adding them, rotating them across our head, we are going to be taking out all of them. Actually, yeah, we're gonna take out all of them, but you're going to, when you're taking it out, roll it out with your finger, if that makes sense. So I'll show you over here which one is pretty cool. This back one's pretty cool. So if we're taking out this one way back here, we are also going to, oh, that one's stuck. We'll just take out both of them. It's pretty easy when you're doing wavy hair, nothing has to be precise. We're gonna roll it out with it. You're not going to brush it out yet, you're gonna be rolling them out. So they kind of keep that heat going. With the ones out here, you're gonna be rolling that. Roll it out. And this very last one, roll it out. You know, we're gonna roll out and just pray that they like us, because sometimes the underneath of my hair just decides not to do what I'm wanting it to do. Every time you're taking it and you're gonna roll it back out. Taking it and rolling it backwards, reinforcing that curl. Okay, so I'm still leaving my one bangs because my bangs need to be set. Now we're going to hairspray it all with the Superfine hairspray. This is Orbire and it's Superfine hairspray fixative, and we're going to spray that in our hair all over. Once again, we have not brushed through our hair yet. We're just kind of reinforcing these curls for just a little bit longer with this hairspray that's very, very just easy. It's not a hard hairspray or like it's not gonna mold it, but it's gonna be very, very fine. But so we're going to, while we look like a crazy person, we're gonna just probably hold it for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to brush it all through. Okay, so 5 minutes has roughly been over. They've kind of all fallen a little bit more, which is what we want. We are going to undo this one, and then you're literally going to take your hands and just kind of shake your whole head out and brush the curls out. All right, after we've done that, we're going to brush it through with that traveling brush, and we're going to be kind of making it more flowy, and then we're gonna go through it one more time with the curls just to reinforce them. Praises. Okay, so now we have all of the body that we want. Now we're going to be taking it down a notch, and we're going to be actually giving it that wave. So with our bangs, since we've given it that wave up top and we've given it that huge amount of body, we're going to be taking this whole side section of our head that was originally 2 pieces, and we're going to be making it 1. So taking that all from the side, that whole side of our head, brushing it out, and we're going to create that whole 1 away from our face. And then we're gonna pin that down. We're gonna leave more than just an inch, but probably like 2 inches of that whole thing down. We're gonna pin it through. I'm actually gonna wanna pin that down as well. Awesome, so now what we're gonna do with all of this is we're going to be pulling it forward. And now since we have the body, we can very easily have the curl now. So taking it section by section, kind of like we did at the beginning, but now just running it through real quickly. Okay, awesome. So after you've done that, you're just honestly going to brush it through real quick. And you're gonna get this kind of wavy texture that you can either, if you wanted to, I like it this is very loose wavy. You can either create more of a wave, you can bring the wave down. We've got our wave. We're gonna take this guy out. And what we're gonna do with our bangs, for my homegirls that have the bangs, we're literally just gonna play with it for a pretty long time. But actually that kind of laid down nicely. Usually it takes me about 20 minutes to make that guy do what I want it to do. But we're gonna take all of this and just kind of tease it back from the root. Again, we're using this brush that's kind of larger than regular teasing brush. That's going to let us grab bigger sections and have it do it not in such a huge tease. We're gonna get a bump, but we're gonna get more of a natural lift to it. So after shaking my head a whole bunch of times, playing with it, separating those hairs, and honestly brushing it upwards a lot is what my favorite thing to do is, I think we got it. And there it is. So we've got big hair, wavy girl 2.0. We're not pin roll hair pageant girl, but we are fun hair that we like to play with and flip and all those things. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Subscribe here. If you want to watch some things, let me know what you think. So much love, and thanks for joining in. Wavy girl 2.0 coming at you live.